Okay, this section is just to show what happens when two cards are exactly the same. I played to the same trick, just to show you the orders of the cards and how that determines who wins the trick. So let's say that this player here is on the lead and they lead with the ace of clubs. The second player to play to the trick has to follow suit, has to play the ace of clubs as well. The third player has to follow the ace of clubs, king of clubs rather. Fourth player has a king of clubs as well. So the first player who played the first ace of clubs over here wins the trick. So the first of the played of the same two cards wins the trick. Okay. If let's say this player down here hadn't had any clubs and trumped it with the queen of spades, then obviously they would have won the trick, just for the avoidance of doubt. But where those are the two highest cards in the trick, they're equal value, the first played wins. Okay, that's with the side suits and every other card in the pack, every other trump. Now, there's a slightly different rule. There can be a slightly different rule for the tens of hearts, the top two trumps. So in standard rules in the competition in Germany, again, if I lead the 10 of hearts, and in this case, this would be a silly thing to do, but let's say the person next to me was my partner and actually wanted to give me the points, they would play they played the 10 of hearts as well. So in standard rules, that first played 10 of hearts would win that trick as well. Okay. Let's take those back, because there are variants to those rules which actually make the game a bit more interesting, I think. And the typical variant is that for the 10 of hearts, the second play to the trick wins. Okay? So here, if I lead the 10 of hearts, it's actually very risky until the second 10 is out, because actually the second 10 played wins that trick. Just for completeness sake. So this player over here would have won that. A further tweak to that is that if this were the last trick in the hand, so let's say all the other cards were out, and so let's say this is the last trick of the hand. Normally the second played would win, but in the last trick, the original rule comes back into operation. So the first, if you manage to hold on to your 10 of hearts until the last trick and then lead it, you capture the other 10 of hearts. Yeah. So in this case, the first played again wins it on the final trick. Whereas if any other trick in the hand, if I'd led with that and been trumped and the second 10 of hearts had come to play, it would have been the second one to win it.